ban phase coming up. I mean, we have seen, obviously, it was a tough game for Vega Squadron. Realistically, they didn't do so hot in their second game of that best of three, but we're going to head straight into pick and ban phase, and already a misfortune ban going the way of Celebrity. Everybody seems to be really afraid of his misfortune.
It is, yeah. I think every single game, apart from the first two we saw, it has been banned away. So they just don't want to see that go over there. And respond back out the arguably against blasting, but we've seen him play Ash twice today already. So to see him pick up that once again.
We could indeed, and I mean, having this gym banned away as well. Both the AD carry pools are dwindling here. Caitlyn and Ash really the only left up carries in terms of their ADs. Jace is going to be the ban away as well. Going to be targeting Roe up in the top lane, but it is always going to be one of those picks at this current time where he is pick ban, and most likely, most of the time, the blue side will ban them away.
Absolutely, and Olaf, no surprise to see that one taken away. Banned pretty much throughout the whole tournament, although we did see it picked up earlier on today. It's a pretty good success as well. Nidalee, another one of those that seems to be getting pick banned quite a lot in this case. It's going to be banned away, so neither jungler getting hold of that. I guess the question here again is, do we see Yi Jin resort to the Lee Sin? He had a fantastic set of games on it yesterday, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him pick it up again today.
Yeah, definitely one of the highlight champions for him. It is left open as well, so the Karma is actually going to be the first lock-in away from Vega. Obviously, another very highly contested pick coming throughout this tournament can be flexed, and we've seen it actually flexed. We've been talking about the role swap you can obviously do with the Karma, but only till last game did someone actually do that and put it in the mid lane. So we know that they do like to play very control-heavy, damage-heavy mages in the mid lane, so I doubt we're going to see that Karma go that way, and it's probably going to go on to Edward.
Yeah, I mean, this Karma, we've seen it, we spoke about it an awful lot throughout this tournament. It's always super popular to pick, especially with the Jhin, purely because it gives you the utility for the shield, it gives the speed boost, it got slow on the enemy with your Q. There's a lot of damage on Mantra Qs as well, and you also get the root through the Inspire, which is her W ability. So just a very, very good, diverse champion to pick, and I think, like Orianna and Lee Sin, we'll probably find Karma does seem to ride throughout the meta changes as we go through into Season 7 as well.
Yeah, she's going to be one of those champions that's going to be a staple for a little while, I think, but Ash is going to be the lock-in for Celebrity, and they're really prioritising this bot lane already. Ron OP getting his Zyra also. Just a classic duo that I think we're going to carry on seeing. Obviously, the damage coming out from both of them, and just enabling Celebrity as well to go towards the late game with some decent items is really going to help their backline damage.
It is. We've seen this combo so often. I like that we're bringing it through again. The AO fight's always a big defining. There's no Olaf on the table. It does mean that that's a really safe bot lane to take. There's no heavy CC. I'm sorry, there's no anti-CC jungler to come charging through the backline and just completely slaughter your Ash. Taking it from blasting, a smart one as well. I was going to say that Caitlyn would be interesting. Ivan locked in, boys!
It is time. Ivan's going to be locked in. Wow. And I'm assuming that's going jungle.
Boy. I'm so
Vegas
excited.
Squadron going all in with this draft, we've been hovering it for the longest time. We're going to lock it in. We're going to see what we can do with it. Ivan is going to be in. Oh my god. I've not seen a decent Ivan played by a top tier player in a long time. This is going to be interesting.
It's
all on the cards. Final best of 3, Derry. We're in.
My god, this is exciting now. This is really exciting. This is going to mix things up completely now. They did this earlier. They picked the Nunu and it didn't work out for them. I'm praying they know what they're doing here, and I hope they've played it a lot. The Nunu didn't work out for them, but Ivan, holy hell, this is going to be good. I can't wait to see this.
Wow. I did not expect it. They've been troll hovering it for so long, and now they're going, you know what?
Let's
lock it in,
pick
boys. Last best of 3. We've got to show Saigon Jokers what's up. Man.
Wow.
Yi Jin does get his Lee Sin, though. He is a bit of a monster on that champion, so we'll see if he knows how to play against the Ivan. I don't know.
You know what I think could happen here? If the Ivan goes off and carries, this is going to be front page Reddit, and solo queue everywhere will be full of Ivan jungles, and his win rate will plummet to about 30%.
30%.
That's
exactly what I was going to 30% win rate incoming.
Oh
wow.
Lord.
Trundle and Cassiopeia are going to be the last lock-ins. Drobovic taking that Cassiopeia in the mid lane.
Okay.
Pretty strong front line coming in, and a very, very protect the carry comp for them as well. Lots of zoning with Drobovic's Cassiopeia, Trundle as well, being that nice beefy front line. You've got Karma, and then hey, you've got Ivan in the jungle to give you shields and bushes.
Brilliant.
Oh yes.
Absolutely brilliant. I love the comp they built around it too as well. Trundle we haven't seen in forever now, but we saw it in the World Finals on Saturday night where we saw it get brought out in the top lane. And was it in the finals? Or am I thinking of it?
It was
a game of the day. We saw Poppy Trundle, didn't we?
Yeah, it was finals.
It was in the finals. Yeah,
It
I'm not
was.
losing my marbles then. We did see it in the top lane.
It was game one,
It was
I
really
think.
good, to be fair.
Because I'm only on game 2 of the finals. Yeah, I haven't actually watched all of it, even though I know the
Yeah,
result.
I only watched game 1 before I fell asleep, so that makes sense. But, you know, we saw the Trundle. It's good. Really good.
Man.
And I think with the Cassiopeia too, they've got a really nice composition here. Just got to make it work out for them. I'm curious to see how this Ivan works. This is just... I'm so excited, honestly. I can't get the words out properly. I'm that excited.
What is going on?
Madness.
Ivan! Madness is going on. Oriana's going to be the lock-in for Warzone. He's going to be playing that into the Cassiopeia. And Rowe has got the Echo into the Trundle. Now, Vega Squadron, they've just come off a game, so they're ready and warmed up. And I want to see if Saigon Jokers are there as well. This is the final best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. We've got an Ivan lock-in. And if this pops off, will they ban it? That's the question as well. Oh my god. What is this game?
I'm curious to know what masteries he takes here as well. What's his keystone mastery that you take on Ivan? Do you just go like everyone else does with the strength of the ages?
It has to be, I think. I mean, I know Rusty has been running Ivan as well. The caster, Rusty.
Yeah.
So he's been playing it a fair bit, and his win rate's actually pretty good. Like, it's not bad. He seems to have, been practicing that thing. Just see what's up with the Ivan in the jungle. But I really want to see some... I was going to say decent players, and I'm not calling Rusty a bad player, but I want to see it in competitive, like in a tournament like this right now, and we're going to see it. Vega Squadron, they're just going to the walls right now just with these picks, man. I'm so excited to see this Ivan, and so many people have been talking about it, how I've heard some people say, it's not a very good pick, no damage, but I think that it does really require just the right team comp around it, and it requires a lot of games to play it. I've also heard some other top tier streamers just saying, like, you've got to make sure that your team comp's nice and it suits it, that you have damage elsewhere, Caitlyn, Cassiopeia, for example, and you play the Ivan correctly, because he is so supportive when it comes to jungle. He can take the blue, Cassiopeia can take the blue, everybody gets the blue. We're in the game, Derry. Best of 3.
Okay.
Game 1.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Just okay.
Okay.
Surely Yijin here, with how aggressive he is, thinks I could do this, right? Surely.
Oh, let's go. Oh, first. He rooted him. Yijin
got
has
it.
has found the Ivan in the jungle.
Wow, flash.
Wow. Non-holy actually does flash away. And followed up with the Q.
Oh, what? Bot lane?
It's really, really good. Oh, Ron OP goes down. What just happened?
Well, level 1 happened in the final qualification spot to get to IEM Gyeonggi. This is what the game's going to be like. Okay, guys, let's go.
Exhaust flash down from Vega's bot lane, and Ron OP goes down. Flash heal burn from them as well. What is going on? This is mad. I'm slightly behind you, by the way.
I think I'm also slightly behind in general. The stream machine seems to be very quick. And I can't catch up to it. This is irritating, but never mind.
Never mind. We're in the game. Also, we need to have that camera just locked on Ivan. I want to see where he starts. Obviously.
Okay, I think I've caught up now. You know what I said earlier about pressing the live button?
Yeah.
Ignore that. Just drag it to the end. That seems to have got me in time, roughly.
All right. Okay. Well, he is going to go to the red side first. Obviously, he doesn't take the camp. He just neutralizes them.
Well, you have to wait. I guess he doesn't want to smite it immediately, and then he goes to take something else.
Walk me
Is
through
he going
Ivan.
to take blue?
Walk me through Ivan right now.
I can't talk you through Ivan very much because we haven't really seen him that much at this level of play, but... Oh, this is clever.
He's going in. Okay, so he's going to...
This is genius.
Right, so he got the blue buff, level 2. He's level 2 at 2 minutes.
Gank, bot lane, go.
He's going to gank bot lane. He has been spotted by a ward, so Celebrity and Ron OP are going to have to be careful. He is going to come in, shielding him. Flashes, actually. Celebrity's slowed up here.
Oh, it's
no
unfortunate.
flash from him. The bind doesn't actually hit, but Derry, I don't think it matters.
Oh my
He's going
God.
to go through. Edward with the flash takes first blood. It's going to be a pause. They were like, what's happened? Who's this unknown champion we're seeing?
But they knew what was going on there. He walked over a red team ward and they just didn't respect the Ivan. I don't think they expected the flash, to be honest.
Neither
Insane.
did we.
No.
We weren't expecting to flash level 2. The shield got the slow. So Celebrity was slowed down on that. No heal from him either. Ron OP had no flash, only had the ignite available. They got the kill on Ron OP.
I'm just... In fact, while we're in this short break, I think I know what the issue is.
Oh.
I apologise, guys. The stream may die temporarily because what I'm going to have to do is reboot. It actually stayed alive. It's here. It's okay. I think we're good. I think. So, while we're actually in this portion, what I'm going to do is cut to a very quick break, and we will fix this issue now so that we don't have to worry about it once we're actually in the middle of the game. I'll assure you the casters are still just talking, so basically watching some French casters, hearing our voices over the top, you really aren't missing very much. To Jaws.
Not at all. Okay. Sorry, I thought you were like skipping to a little break. But I suppose we are in the break. Oh, we are the break. Oh, okay.
We are the break, yeah.
We are. We are the break. Okay. Real quick then, while Vega Squadron sorts out their PC, we're going to look over Ivan really fast, right?
Yeah.
So we saw him flash in at level 2, right? He got level 2 so quickly. So his E, the shield which you saw, does generate the slow. Now, it's called Trigger Seed. After 2 seconds of using it on you, so use it after 2 seconds, it bursts, dealing magic damage to all nearby enemies and slowing them for 70% for 3 seconds. Hence why they were literally crawling back to their towers. Obviously, Root Caller, his Q as well. You can go in and root something, and you saw him do it on the blue buff as he invaded. So he invaded, come through, he'd Q it to get vision, and then what it does, it drags you in auto attack range, meaning obviously he could dash over the wall, and then he used his passive to take it. So Friend of the Forest, obviously you can't actually attack or damage non-epic monsters. So
yeah, I was going to say, there's probably some misconception here that we have no idea what Ivan does in terms of abilities. We do know what he does. I know that the Q, if you drop it down to someone, you then right-click them, you jump to them. You can do the same as a champion. So if someone else on your team can do the same thing and jump there. He's got the bush. He's got the shield, which then explodes as well. And of course, Daisy pops out, which is the infamous 3-hit knock-up. I'm interested to see how that pans out as they get into the fights, mind you, because those knock-ups can be really disruptive if they use it correctly.
Yeah, I mean, Daisy's like Hibbers, but better.
Right? I'm still just like the jungle path. I was just like, wow, that was it's clever.
So aggressive though, but it is really clever.
Risky.
Yeah,
it's risky is my main issue because you're against a Lee Sin there. If Lee Sin had started on blue side, that would have been really dangerous. And although you imagine a Lee Sin will start red side, if he hadn't, well, that could have been lights out for Ivan there. It was a very kind of bold jump over. Equally, I guess he would have expected Lee Sin to have already started the blue. If he had started on the blue side, regardless, it would have been pretty safe anyway. But good play. I like it. And I think, again, it was a lack of respect, I think, for the Ivan there in the bot lane for the Saigon Jokers. They saw him walk over a ward. They thought, you know what, this is no issue. Turns out it was an issue because they died.
He even missed the Root Caller. That's the thing, his Q, right? So they couldn't get into auto attack range. But it didn't matter. They just followed it up, got some damage. Obviously, Edward did flash forward and get through. Oh, Rono P's actually in trouble again. Level 1 still. 70% slow going through, blasting. They are just punishing the guys so much already. 3-0. It's not even 3 minutes, Derry. What is going on? This Ivan pick is just demolishing the side of Saigon Jokers here. Yi Jin doesn't know what to do with himself.
Well, we've seen a couple of Lee Sin crazy plays the last couple of days. I'm sure they don't want to go for the crazy diving off the back of that one. It's a nice crowd noise there.
Very excited. We're excited. Red buff is about to be, about to be or can be claimed, and he does smite that away. So when you use Friend of the Forest, you're passive on a. Oh, okay. Someone died in top lane. Ro picks up a kill onto Non-Holy. So if you instantly smite it, it instantly generates the golden XP. So
yeah, you instantly get the camp away. But what he's done here is think, well, okay, I'm starting the red buff. I don't want to just run over to blue and have to do it immediately. He could have probably gone and tried to steal it, but at least red camp does really help. You can save the smite. You can use it elsewhere when you're trying to prep, for example, the Razor Beaks, and just use smite instantly on them to help get your jungle clear going through really quick. It does take a lot of health off you early game to keep using that passive on the camps, but when you've got the red buff and that's ticking away and healing you up, there's nothing to worry about, and you've just stole the blue buff off of the enemy Lee Sin too.
Yeah.
So there's really no big worries. But you can see here, look, he has gone quite low and will need to back away.
He's going to make his first back, but he's already got 2 assists. He's going to pick up some boots as well. Jin's got a little bit of damage in his back pocket as well in the form of a longsword. He's probably going to go for his aggressive early build, which he did do the last few games we've seen him on the lead. Now 2 kills already on blasting. 2. Not even been 5 minutes. This guy's got 2 kills with a recurve bow as well. This is looking pretty bad in the early game for Saigon Jokers. And I'm so excited to see the mid game with Zanzara on this island.
Absolutely. This is where it's going to get interesting because the early game kind of surprise is over now. They know that Ivan's around. They're all starting to get a bit more of, oh, wow.
The damage came through. And even Ron OP now, he is not having a good day. Double kill yet again for blasting. 4-0-1 now on that Caitlyn. This Ivan is going to work already. I have not seen this in any of my games I've played with an Ivan, I'll tell you that for sure. They always feed. But this guy has clearly had a lot of practice on this pick, and he's making it work.
Wow. Impressive so far.
Yeah, indeed.
But the kind of question you have here is, since it's a best of 3 series as well, how many times can you pull off a kind of cheese like this? Like, again, maybe saying cheese is bad. Like, cheese in League of Legends isn't really a thing as such as more of a smart pick and a surprise pick, I guess. Cheese is something more reserved for StarCraft 2. If you ever played that game, like, you know, going for the cannon rush, that's cheesy. This is more just catching the enemy team off guard here, and they should have maybe prepped for it and been aware that this was going to be a thing. They had the ward down in River. The level 1 death, I think, for the bot lane of Saigon Jokers was entirely on them not respecting the pick. The jungle side of things was just the Lee Sin, I guess, being unaware that this is what Ivan would try and do.
The best thing is as well, Drovovic gets every single blue buff. Like, regardless. Doesn't matter. He'll get every single one, apart from that first one. I love it. Absolutely love it.
He's level 5 right now, so doesn't yet have Daisy. But we've talked about Ivan so much in the first few minutes of this game. Let's look at the other lanes as well. Top lane Echo's already taken an advantage up there. We saw him get the first blood, and he is about 2 waves ahead. Bot lane, though, there's a 4-0 Caitlyn down there. She is absolutely monstrous right now. Not in terms of CS, in terms of kills and gold. Good lord.
He's got only a couple of kills under her belt, 4 in total. Jin maybe looking for something here. Zanzara is going to spot him on the ward. Jin trying to look for that Gromp. Looks going to spot him out, and he gets the bind as well, but he's not going to follow that in. Ron OP going really low again. He goes down yet again. 6 kills in total in this bottom lane so far. Blasting and Edward doing such a good job. Ivan could basically just leave that bot lane alone now. They can fend for themselves, and they're already doing that. Picking up another kill on Ron OP. Really not going well for
Vega have arrived to this final right now. They're putting on a right
they're even going to dive Celebrity, actually. He's going to go through. Q does hit. Headshot lands. Blasting picks up another kill. This is massive. 5-0-2 Caitlyn. 7 minutes into the game. Almost 2.5k gold lead as well at 7 minutes.
Brilliant. This is exactly what Vega needed after this. After they lost 2-0 to Saigon Jokers yesterday. He's doing it again. Lee's coming over though. Has he got smite? He's got smite. He's already taken it. Too late.
He's already taken it. It's gone.
Oh my lord.
Gone, mate.
Best. It's when you can't play Nunu because he can't invade fast enough. You play Ivern instead.
Yeah. Aims to take the camps away, then walk away. Or prance away. He prances rather than walks. Ro, maybe looking for something on the mid lane here. Warzone has ultimate available. Same with Drobovic. Now, Drobovic can go over and take that blue buff if necessary. But you'd have to have some protection, obviously. Ro really wants something in this mid lane right now. And Yi Jin, yeah. Maybe a bit lost for words against this Ivan, who's already got 3 assists. A nice, healthy chunk of gold in his pocket. Daisy's available, Derek.
Oh, yes, she is. And Daisy's going to come out to play, I imagine, at some point in the next couple of minutes. Maybe they're going for it now.
Taking a lot of damage.
Here she is.
Daisy. That's going to be a flash. Edward's going to go forward as well. Nice shockwave. That's 3 people. Ooh. The Warzone's just not going to survive it. Drobovic picks up the kill. Teleport. It's going to come in. Jin is off to the side. Daisy just pounding Ro. There's the knock-up as well. That guy didn't stand a chance against that Sentinel. And yeah, Drovic's going to survive. He's going to get a kill.
Did you see when Ivan first came out? They did the Tibbers versus Ivan, different points in the game. Yeah, Daisy is strong, man. Really strong.
Even with the Annie shield, Drobovic though. Oh, nice flash.
Nice flash.
Beautiful, just to get the way out of the Sonic Wave. Yeah, even with the Annie Tibbers shield, nothing. Just does nothing on Daisy. So tanky, so strong. He's going to go wander somewhere else now. Red buff can be taken. So You could, because you could share every single buff. Like, you just give your laners such an advantage. And actually, Edward is going to pick up the red buff, of all people. But hey, he's been doing really well as well. 206 on him already. Sightstone completed. It's going to get some nice vision down. Man, the bot lane, and not even level 6 on top of Ron OP just yet. They do have Enchanted Crystal Arrow on Celebrity. But being this far behind this early on, just not working out for them.
Yeah, I'm looking at the items here. You've got double longsword versus a recurve bow, fully built boots, a pickaxe, and a dagger. Like, this is hilariously far behind for Celebrity here. Even though he's at level 6, the gold that he's missing out on is crazy. He's 25 CS down. He's 0-3 against a Caitlyn who is 5-0-2. Like, you can't even compare against that right now. This is going to be a brutal about 10 minutes, I think. Oh, the ult lands,
Maybe you can. Yeah, ult does land onto Edward. He gets kicked back in.
Ivan.
But Celebrity's just taking so much damage. Ivan is going to come in as well. Zanzara is just going to take the kill.
Oh, my lord.
And
Here
now
we go
Celebrity's
again.
going low. Yeah,
Oh,
there goes the 50
nice.
caliber net, and he picks up the kill as well.
Good stuff. Good timing from Zanzara to get involved in that fight too. Interesting, look at his build he's gone as well. He's gone Lucidity Boots first, wants to cool down like most junglers do, and then has gone towards the double crystal too. Yeah, do you know why you do that? It's because you get that the ranged projectiles if you stand in bush as Ivan. You can throw out ranged projectiles, bonus magic damage on them. Helps, I suppose.
Helps. Do you know what does help? Taking
And
dragons
blocks vision.
early.
That also helps.
Also helps. Wind Drake or Cloud Drake, the first one available. I will forever get back confused with Naruto. Well, it's not confused. They're the same thing. Oh,
This
not
is-
Naruto. I mean Avatar. My bad.
Yeah, that
Whoa,
one.
whoa, hang on. Okay, they just skipped. They just skipped past the entire fight. I mean, we
You see,
can have
guys,
a look at them
I-
taking the minions.
I can't cast that whole fight in like a matter of half a second. I'm sorry,
You
guys.
can't analyze that quick. Well, there we go. Back into live again. All right then.
That's the
was
great thing
interesting,
for
though.
this as well, like, because of course when you smite blue or smite red, it leaves behind the orb, which can then be picked up by someone else on your team, and it gives them the
Oh,
buff.
good.
So you both get blue buff.
Yeah.
That's what you get for being a friend of the jungle.
He is a friend of the forest. Like his passive.
Oh,
Celebrity is just look. Oh, this guy is just not having a good day. Plus, he's 27%, 23 CS behind as well. 23 CS behind. Not to mention 6 kills behind. 11 minutes into the game. 10-1. Kill a minute at the moment. Drobovic, no. Oh, beautiful look away there by Yuji and the fakie coming in. Maybe looking for the Q. Tabbed back as soon as Drobovic started the animation. Picked up the kill with the shockwave there. Wow. Not shockwave. That's Orianna Ultimate. The key from Lee Sim.
You're on about the resonate. You're on about the
Resonating strike,
mate.
Yeah,
that's the
the
one.
one.
The thing you just saw there.
Resonating. Yes. Correct.
See, now, I have concerns as to how this can play in the late game. Yes, Ivan's having a great time running away with this game now because he's ahead. What happens when they get a bit later on in the game and things start changing around? I mean, there's a 5k gold lead currently sat here for Vega Squadron, and there's AD carry is so far out of this game, it's not even funny. But at some point, I imagine you'll start finding that, you know, Lee Sin can start making the plays, catching the Caitlyn out where Ivan isn't going to get involved and end up shielding the guys who are being brought down. But right now, Vega showing exactly what they did in Game 3 against Rampage, that their macro play has improved massively since yesterday.
It really has done, and rotating non-holy down to the bottom side as well will just stop the push from Rowe. Edward is going to find Ron OP. Level lead on him. Celebrity's here as well. He's got to be kind of careful, but oh, maybe he doesn't. Zanzara's here. Blasting has just found Celebrity. Oh, dear. This is just punishment for him now. Ron OP goes down as well. Blasting takes the last hit on that one. Daisy helped a great bunch there, just tanking up a little bit of the damage, and this is just looking like it's going to snowball out of control. Rowe actually using TP here to get up to the top side just to try and fend the push off. Warzone, realistically, the only one having an okay-ish time at the moment, along with Rowe, but the jungler and bot lane for Saigon Joker's not having a good time.
Double
and
red
now
buff as well.
Blasting, just, yeah, taking the red buff with the Friend of the Forest and Smite. Zanzara, where did this Ivan come from?
Well, it was the pocket pick, and the pocket pick has made it work now. I don't know if they'll get away with this IEM Gyeonggi if they did manage to get through. Nice route.
Nice break.
How does it feel, Zyra?
I don't know. Blasting. No.
Oh.
He is so low. That shield negating quite a lot of that damage. Drobovic tried to ult. Rose on the back line. However, he is still alive. He is putting free damage. This is what they wanted. Nice kick coming in from Yi Jin. Here comes the root. Ro's going to go really low there. He's actually going to be able to get away. Does have to use the flash, however. And blasting, they have to kill him to stop them advancing. But the amount of defense he has coming out from Zara and Unholy. Warzone's going really low. Is now blasting using that bush to great effect as well. Cannot be spotted under there. With that red buff burning as well on a lot of their members, they just could not get in range of him.
They're running away with this now, and they're still pushing the lead quite nicely. 5.5k at 14 minutes, or 14.5 minutes is pretty good to have. But that bot lane, though, that's 0, 10, and 1 between the two of them.
My goodness.
That is crushing. They've got to be feeling so frustrated right now.
All off that level 2 as well. All off that level 2. Red buff to blue, level 2 bot lane, flash and get a kill. Unreal. And then he stayed around. That was the thing as well. He just stayed. He was like, meh, I'll just stay here for a little bit. Roots celebrity goes down. Yeah, unreal. And the vision control as well is absolutely superb from
what I like
Vega
here
right now.
Blasting has got the Quicksilver Sash nice and early here. He's aware of the threat that can come into him here, so he's thought, you know what, let's stay safe here. I'm already so far ahead. Buying a QSS this early on, you know, normally you buy it in about 7 or 8 minutes time, but he's thinking here, I'm already so far ahead. It's not going to put me behind against the Ashe if I buy it now. Let's go for just that. And Celebrity, look at the items he's going for here as well. Wants to offset the slows that are coming through from the Ivan, from the Karma, from the Cassiopeia as well. Just wants to be able to get away as fast as he can. And I think he's going to really struggle to do that.
The problem, man. You're this far behind. What do you build? He's going to still try and build damage. Yi Jin, it'll be interesting to see what he goes for. He's got double Ruby Crystal. He's probably going to go towards some defenses items because they cannot go full damage Lee Sin at this point in the game. It does look like QSS actually used from blasting there. He actually just got stunned up by Celebrity. So yeah, like you said, that's paying off already.
Daisy just merrily following her tree friend around.
I like how Ivan like peers out the bush. When he's standing in a bush, he like peers out of it as well because he's so tall. Like, it looks like he's looking over it ever so slightly, but you can't see him.
It just reminds me of the days of when, like, actually, an engage.
Nice. That was a really cool sidestep there from blasting. Ward hop kick not happening for Yi Jin. Good try engage there. Was trying to kick him back into Warzone, but it wasn't happening. Drobik on the bottom lane now. He's going to push that tower in. Rose in a little bit of trouble. Subjugate used. Non-holy. Maybe a little bit of trouble here. Did use the pillar or trophy to try and get away. Yi Jin. They decide to back off. Non-holy is very, very tanky right now. Yes,
it goes down.
The one defensive item. Yeah, the mid goes down as well. Wow. Still in awe, I think. And Zanzara's little pocket pick here. Oh, Skullcrab looks so scared though.
He's letting it go in peace, man. Just giving him time to.
That's true. Back when the dragon pit was actually it had bushes around it.
Spamming bushes all the way through the pit. You want to see where Dragon's actually hidden there, I think. I don't know how that pans out in terms of vision for the other team.
I don't know.
I imagine they can't see it.
Well, they'll see it now because it dies, but I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah, totally. They just wouldn't see it. Do you remember when there were bushes around the dragon pit as well? No, the Baron pit even as well?
Yeah, I remember back in the day, yeah.
Bad times, bad times. 5-man death bush on top of Baron. Unlucky. And when you could Poppy could push the Baron out of the pit as well.
Yeah, back I was just keep beating it all across the map. It looked really stupid when you could actually push it out of the river as well.
Yeah,
just have like
it was
a random,
just like a worm. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's a random worm sticking out the ground. It was really bizarre.
I can't remember what caster it is. I'm really sorry, but they did the giant purple worm. I've got a feeling. Oh, it was one of the Australian casters, I believe, called it the giant purple worm. Atlas. Atlas called it the giant purple worm.
Look at the floating echo sword.
I know, it's a bit weird. He is going to get dived on though. Zanzara is going to jump on him with that binding. He didn't stand a chance. Non-holy just smacking him around with a club as well. He's got the Tiamat, a little bit of damage, but realistically, he's not going to be able to get away any time soon. Not with the Q from Ivan as well. It really does a lot. Root Caller does an absolute ton for them. I don't think people realise that. Rift Herald is going to get taken up also.
Oh, can they see? That's in the
bush.
It's a ward in the bush. If it wasn't that's a great way to block vision onto an objective now, think about it. If you want to try and do that, put the bushes actually on top of Baron itself and then leave the ward outside the bush, they won't be able to see what's going on.
Yeah, that's true.
There are so many smart little uses that you can have for that. Like, I remember back in the day, like you get a super, like when Cho was played quite a bit, like when he was super massive and just stood in the bush, like there is no way he should not be seen over the top of those bushes. They're tiny.
He's got max feast stacks, and like, yeah, he's just the biggest he could possibly be. You're like, okay, you're in the pixel brush, yet you cannot be seen. Alrighty then. Jin, really not having a good game. My God. So, are we going to see an Ivan ban next game? That's the question on everybody's lips.
That could be the really exciting side of things. Yeah, if they choose to ban it away, then it's a ban that they would never have chosen to ban out, and it leaves another power pickup here in terms of maybe that Vega can try and do. But maybe Vega think, you know, we still have another kind of cheesy pick that we can bring out here. At the end of the day, you're against a team who 2-0'd you yesterday. You know that generally they should be beating you in most instances. After all, Vega were the replacement for ANX in this tournament. Arguably, they were the lowest seed coming into this. And currently, they're looking set to beat Saigon Jokers here, playing a really good macro game. Have taken most objectives across the map, except for those three in the towers, putting themselves to whatever they want at this point, including the Scuttle Crab, just freeing him from the rift.
Free. It is cool how they free things from the rift. It's a nice little thing. Nice little, can't think of the word, just like little aesthetic thing. It's very cool.
Was it the login screen where Ivan's sitting there going shh to the guy who's trying to kill the plants or something?
Yeah.
He's like, shush, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Uh-oh, Drobovic. I've been in a little trouble. Yijin is here. Doesn't mean to say he hasn't got backup. Beautiful petrifying gaze there. Here comes Daisy, however. But Ro is going to have to escape. Doesn't manage to dash that far away. He's going to get locked up, and Blasting with Ace in the hole comes on through and picks up the kill. The rotations here from Zanzara and Edward just really on point right now. There you go.
They can't see it. They can't see Baron. That's genius.
They cannot see him, but they can see everybody else.
Ooh.
Without a shockwave, picking up one person and trying to crystal out. Actually leaves on non-holy. Yijin is in the mix now. He's inside that bush control. Has to flash out though. No damage coming out from him, and he's
dead.
Cassiopeia poison. There goes the Baron. It's got taken by Ivan. And 1 OP. They've got a tower to run back to, however, so it looks like they're just going to walk away. Now, you've got to remember, Saigon Jokers did beat Vega Squadron out 2-0 yesterday, so they are definitely up for this revenge.
Oh yeah, I mean, we heard them say in the pre-game when they spoke to Edward earlier, saying, you know, you wanted to get revenge on the loss yesterday, and they said, you know, we played really poor, and we know we can play better, and that's exactly what they're doing now. Admittedly, all on Zanzara's back for the most part, just getting Blasting and Edward ahead in that bot lane, and they've really pushed that advantage super hard. Admittedly, Celebrity and Ron OP haven't died for quite a while now. They've been 0-5-1, sorry, 0-10-1 as a bot lane for quite a while. It's still just not looking too good. The rest of the lanes are doing okay, but the bot lane losing this hard has really, really hurt the team's chances of winning out this first game.
Exactly that, and Blasting gets caught by a shockwave again. Shield to help him out. Here comes the arrow, instantly Q assessed. Did not want that to dissuade the push here. He is really low at this point. Hasn't got too much life steal apart from the Warlords. Still going to heal him up quite nicely, however. Infinity Edge completed, Runans, and an extra Zeal as well. He is so far ahead at this point, but if he gets caught off by Warzone like that again, this could spell disaster, as most of the gold is on him.
It's so hard for Saigon Jokers here. They want to try and find a way to catch out this team and try and find a weakness. But with the shields coming out of the Karma, out of the Ivan, there is no way to catch Blasting. He has the QSS, has recently used it, of course, so it's currently sat on cooldown. But with no ultimate for Warzone and no ultimate for Celebrity, they don't have a solid engage to go in on here. Maybe Ron OP's ultimate, but that's about it. Bot lane tower goes down.
Ro is just completely... he's completely pushed back off that tower, and he just went so low as well. And Unholy just doing so much damage, considering he's only got a Hydra subjugate as well. He is available still, so we will be able to use that in the next engagement. Infernal Drake is coming up right this second, so it does look like Vega Squadron are going to rotate towards that. I'm not sure Saigon Jokers are actually going to make it through this round, this game even, and I'm just thinking they should look on to the next one.
They should, but what are the changes you make here? You can ban the Ivan, but again, it's a wasted ban to like arguably a priority pick here. And you know, Zanzara has had some good games this tournament. He can always play other stuff. You know, the cheese factor wears off on the Ivan. Do they play it again? And this time, Yishin is just aware of what the Ivan is going to try and do. It's like when you play against a Shaco in solo queue. If he pulls off that initial invade and shuts down your jungler, gets the kill onto him, then suddenly it's like, oh no, this is going to be a horrible first 10-15 minutes of the game. And actually, in some instances, leads to the team winning the game outright. If you can shut down that early cheese, then I do think Ivan will really struggle to be in the game. But at this point, he's ran away with it.
Really has. I don't know if you saw that, Daisy, when she left the rift, she gave Ivan a big wave.
Goodbye,
That's pretty
friend.
cool.
That's until he calls her back out again in about, what, 30 seconds? Look at the cooldown on his ultimate, just ticking down super quick.
Low.
It's coming down already. It's quarter, it's an 8, and it's back off cooldown. That's how short his ultimate cooldown is, because Daisy stays around for so long. It's insane.
Yeah,
the vision blocking.
really if he doesn't get killed. Yeah, vision,
Yeah.
vision blocking so the cannon minion cannot be seen. Hidden damage is the deadliest. Zanzara is still up in this top side, just providing shields. And look how tanky he is at this point as well. He has got Locker Iron Solari just to, well, negate some of that damage coming out from Warzone and Ron OP. Realistically, the only thing that can get on top of Blasting at this current time. And Blasting just using those bushes to great effect. Obviously, the headshots as well. He just gets caught again. And QSS into... That's exactly the same situation he was in a second ago. Instantly shockwave into the ultimate of Celebrity. QSS shielded, walked away.
Far too many shields here to be able to bring him down comfortably. Wow.
And the
this is so scary as well. Like, being denied vision in itself is just really scary because you can't see what's going on.
Daisy, no!
Daisy! Oh, she's gone.
Oh, well. Do you know, P might actually just pay for that one with his life. He does. Just gets rooted up there by the Ivan and does eventually go down as well. This game is just an absolute... Well, it's an inch away from being just Vega Squadron's game to take. I mean, they're going to siege up this top tower. Non-Holy is down in this bottom side as well. And at the moment, there's just almost no wave clear on the side of Saigon Jokers because they just cannot step forward because they just meet Blasting right in the face. There's going to be a route down to Warzone as well. They're just going to go on this one. Petrifying Gaze finishing off the kill, in fact. And Zanzara is taking so much damage. He just really just strolls this one off. And there goes the top tower.
Wow, 26 minutes in.
Oh, 1 OP.
Oh, they might have caught him here.
Oh dear, he is dead, mate.
Bye.
See you later.
It's seriously super impressive that Vega Squadron, after getting 2-0'd yesterday, are doing this well against the Saigon Jokers. Big engagement there onto Drobovic, though.
QSS and Mikhail's, just for the added CC removal.
Look at the bot lane as well.
Oh.
Observer, please.
Observer, please, yeah. Please. Go down to the bottom tower and Holy's doing stuff. He's had not the biggest impact in the game, but he's been split pushing like an absolute monster.
This is the kind of thing you see in a lot out of Trundles. Normally you don't see the Spirit Visage first. You see the Hydra come out, you see them then go into Iceborne Gauntlet and then go some more tanky items here. It's kind of interesting because we used to see him on Titanic Hydra a lot because he stacks so much health, whereas these days it's all about that lifesteal and just being unable to remove him from lane due to the sustain that he gets. His passive as well really helps with that too, of course. And there's the smite away.
Farming is pretty impressive as well from both junglers, realistically. Jin, he's on 119 at the moment. He's just not been able to do anything. And that's been the big problem, really. He's on this playmaking jungler, just cannot touch anybody from the side of Vega Squadron.
Well, kind of the question now for Saigon. Okay.
The USS instantly out of it. He's dead. Also just goes down. The CC timing just not there for Saigon Jokers. They had the best opportunity possible, and now Trundle's just going to go in. Double kill for Caitlyn coming through. Trundle does get kicked back. Unholy is going to have to run away from this one, but now it's a 2-man deficit coming in from Saigon Jokers. And what can they realistically do? Everyone's going to get started on here. The route does come forward. Everybody just jumps over the wall, following that through. Is Ivan OP? The secret OP, Derry.
The secret OP, the 1015 Ivan. It's the new Nunu. It's doing wonders here for Vega Squadron. They've done it. Yeah, they've killed 4. They're onto the base. Camera's looking at a rock, but here we go. We don't know what we're looking at anymore. We've just seen Ivan demolish the Saigon Jokers. The team we believed would 2-0 them here. Brilliant play by Vega Squadron. What happens in Game 2 is the next big question.